The new Miss Universe is... You're a singer and a musician. If you were going to write a song about your experience here at Miss Universe, what would you call it?
Well, you know what, Steve? As a Miss Philippines, I've always felt the love and the support of the Filipino people. And I think I brought half of my country here tonight. And so I would name the song Raise Your Flag, because I stand here not as one, but as 104 million Filipinos.
Thank you, Philippines. Last year's Miss Universe was from South Africa. Do you feel extra pressure on you to pull off a back-to-back victory?
Well, Steve, I think it's normal for there to be a little bit of pressure, but I know that South Africa is supporting me all the way, just like they supported Demi. I know they're probably all sitting behind their TV screens right now with a cup of coffee because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just want to say thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you, South Africa. 15 seconds. Contestants, tell us the most important thing you want the world to know about you.
Working in some of the poorest areas of my country, I found that it was a lack of child support, not poverty, that killed their dreams. A child once told me, "Kat, that's just not my life, and those dreams aren't meant for me." But I stand here today because someone believed in me, and we owe it to our children to believe in them. Kapung ka.
Sawadee ka, Thailand! As a medical student and tuberculosis survivor, a disease that kills millions of people every year, I'm one of the lucky few to survive, and I'm able to tell my story through my #BreakTheStigma campaign. And I hope I can encourage everyone out there who's facing any adversity or any challenge to speak up about their story. Kapung ka.
Recently joined Uruguay as the second nation in the world to make marijuana legal. What is your opinion on the legalization of marijuana?
I'm for it being used in a medical use, but not so for recreational use. Because I think if people were to argue, what about alcohol and cigarettes? Well, everything is good, but in moderation. Thank you.
Many countries across the world are experiencing an increase in immigration. Do you think countries should limit the number of refugees allowed across their borders?
I think that every country should have their own rules and regulations, but for a thriving society and for all of us to stand together, we have to understand that we are all human. And we all are more alike than we are not, so we should be open to loving each other, accepting each other, doesn't matter where we come from.
What is the most important lesson you've learned in your life, and how would you apply it to your time as Miss Universe?
I work a lot in the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the life there is it's poor and it's very sad. And I've always taught myself to look for the beauty in it, to look in the beauty in the faces of the children and to be grateful. And I would bring this aspect as a Miss Universe to see situations with a silver lining and to assess where I could give something, where I could provide something as a spokesperson And this, I think, if I could teach also people to be grateful, we could have an amazing world where negativity could not grow and foster, and children would have a smile on their face. Thank you.
What is the most important lesson you've learned in your life, and how would you apply it to your time as Miss Universe?
Throughout my life, I've been exposed to both those who are privileged and underprivileged. And what I've learned is that we are all human. We all want to be loved, we all want to belong, and we all want to be seen. So we should treat each other that way. Thank you.
The new Miss Universe is Philippines. Take your first walk as Miss Universe.